the taxpayers if and when revenue is raised? How does that affect the middle, lower class citizens of Houston?
And you're specifically talking about the Proposition 1 tax revenue cap. So essentially what happened in 2004 is that a group of very motivated citizens put forth growth and inflation, whichever is lesser of the two. So what that did is many years passed, and in about 2011 we started to hit that cap. So we refund, and today in 2016 we're refunding about $56 million of property tax revenue back to the citizens. So lifting that cap, the thing that people don't know, that I spent a lot of time, lifting the cap will not lift the tax rate. All it will do is it will stop the tax rate from going down. We've had our tax rate at the City of Houston reduce by about 8.5% over the last 5 years. So a growing city that's reducing the property tax revenue, in my mind, from a financial standpoint, private sector, that's a problem. So what will it do to the average person? Nothing initially. If after that property tax revenue cap is lifted and City Council votes to restore the property tax rate, it will raise property tax rates for those people that own their homes and own a median house of about $247,000 in assessment. We're talking.
So you talked a lot about the investments that go towards public safety, and I believe it was what, 59%?
Yes.
Okay, so what is invested into the homeless population in Houston? Because I'm from the Bay Area in California, and so I know since I've come here, I've noticed that there is a heavy homeless population, especially homeless youth, and I don't see resources there. Is there anything, as far as the budget goes, that's invested in the homeless population? Is there anything that's going to, any additional investments that are going to go towards that in the coming years or decades or so?
We spend about $216,000 a year last 3 or 4 years, but the chronic homeless is a big problem, and that's, I think, what you're addressing, folks that are continually in and out, and we need to find more resources, but we've got to fix the pension problem, because if we don't do that, we're not going to have the money to do that, and I think we need to raise the revenue cap, and it'll free up money to be able to address that.
And I think it's important to note that the city can't do it alone. I had the opportunity a month or so to go to attend a function at Houston.
And there are a lot of other issues there. We have people who don't have jobs. And the Barbara Joy Mickle-Leland School of Public Affairs has a proposal that is pending now before the mayor and council to address prison reentry in terms of the inability in terms of access to jobs. And also their mental illness, and there are some other issues that are part of the whole homeless crisis. And I think Mr. Snipes was referring to, I think the city partnered with Chase Bank. They were given $1 million on that effort. Right. Yes.
This question would be directed towards Controller Brown. As a new City of Houston employee for a little over a year,